and welcome back. We missed you. You like what I've done with the place?
It ends tonight.
I know it does.
This film, I even came out of nowhere. It was unplanned. I was scrolling through Netflix, and this film came out of nowhere. I thought, let's review a film of an iconic franchise, The Matrix. I'm not going to do it in order. I'm going to do it in order, in back to front. So I've already reviewed Resurrection. I'll review Resurrection properly because the review wasn't the best. I'm going to review it properly in sometime next month. I'll review the third in the trilogy, the supposed ending of the trilogy, Matrix, the Matrix Revolutions. This is pretty much set straight after the events of Matrix Reloaded. This was also released the same year. This film was released 6 months after Matrix Reloaded, so November 2023. Um, the Matrix. So Neo's in a coma. Um, Along with another fellow another native from Zion. I think it's not Zeta, Bane. That's the name, Bane. He's trapped in purgatory, like in this world. Is so the Matrix in the real world is unconscious. However, the Matrix is all stuck in the Matrix in this train station. It's like a purgatory between the real world and the main world, I guess. The Matrix and the real world, where programs without a purpose get transported to. It's like a special purgatory of the Matrix. Neo bumps into this Indian couple. Instead of interest about this Indian couple, there's a daughter. Their daughter is unique because she's born without a purpose, out of love, genuine love without a purpose. So they're trying to get to train men to transport them to a place from deletion. Because the Matrix, if you're poor, gotta have a purpose. You don't have a purpose, you get deleted. What's very special about this, you find out later on, there's something special. Well, in Resurrection, you find out this person turned out to be the new Oracle. In my opinion, that's my theory. She's new. She'll take over the Oracle, and the Oracle moves on. But then Neil, the Matrix man's working for the Mandarin, and the Mandarin doesn't want Neil to get out of the Matrix. He wants to get stuck in purgatory. So Trinity and Morpheus trying to find a way to go to the Oracle, try to get answer where Neo is. They go to Meridian, have a fight, and they manage to locate Neo at the train station. Then they go back to the real world. Meanwhile, Smith is taking over the Matrix. He can duplicate himself into the programs as well as P. I think it's spoken to everyone. He can duplicate himself and other people, slowly taking over the world because of Neo's. The event of the first one was pretty much Neo's equal. Neo, before goes back to the real world, sees Morocco for the last time, and Morocco hints everything has a beginning, has an end. It gives him clues how he warns. So Morocco trying to warn about Smith's rise to power and how he plans to take over the Matrix as well as the real world. So we'll start with the Matrix, and then we'll go to the real world and take over both worlds. And he kind of gives a clue. You found it in the ending. But that all could kind of planned the downfall of the Smith virus. Kind of knew how Smith was defeated, and the way to Smith survive to be defeated is for Neil to sacrifice himself by allow to convince Neil to allow him to be stimulated by the Smith virus, because the two titans can't. If Smith takes over Neil, then Smith I would be deleted because Neil's the one who's the anti is the error in the system. Erica's always one trick ahead of everybody. The architect, everybody's Smith. Erica's one clever program. Oh, this time, this time, also the actress plays Oracle is Mary Alice because sadly the original one died. Grace Fisher died shortly before this one was released. But her death explained the reason why she's different in pain because of some type of sacrifice she did to get the events of the film in motion. Anyway, meanwhile, Smith is taking over the Matrix, takes out the Oracle as well as SETI. You find out Bane is now possessed by Smith. Smith has found a way to control people in the real world. Smith attacks Neo, blinds her by using the electric gun, or um, Smith is Smith Neo's blind in the real world. However, because the one can see Smith virus like a golden program golden program, kills Bane. Um, convinces Trinity to take him to the source to find the source is basically the Matrix and mainframe to find a way to stop the aliens are trying to attack Zion, and then the humans are preferring one like a final um kind of like a last minute like a all or nothing final battle with the machines. So Neo Trinity go to the main source. Our they crash and Trinity dies. She body gets impaled by one of the machines whilst on the journey. Neo obviously tries to create the mainframe to the source to let him program to the Matrix so he can kill Smith virus. Smith and Neo have a one-lot war about the ages. Then Neo realizes what the Oracle told him about everything that's bringing has an end, meaning he has to kill himself in order to Smith virus. He has to sacrifice himself, so let Smith virus kill him. Still assimilate him so Smith virus will be deleted, which he does. And it's a really good battle. It's like Dragon Ball Z, Super Saiyan, and like Vegeta and Goku going on it. All that battle. So Neo realizes how he can on the only way to defeat Smith virus sacrifice himself essentially. You see, lets Smith take over him. Then Smith realizes that he made a mistake by taking over Neo. He gets deleted, allows all the Smith clones and go back to the original cells, the people they took over. Then Matrix resets himself, and because Neo's sure that the Smith virus, the mainframe, the source, will be able to make a truce with the humans, so the machines and humans can finally have peace. And as a human, you want to be free now. You no longer be fed by Smith programs, by agents programs. You can be free now. And then the architect questions the how long this peace between the machines and humans will last for, and Oracle says how long as it lasts. So and this film gets a lot of hate. I'm not saying it's a classic. It's got classic action scenes. I actually I don't know why. I actually prefer this more than Reloaded. I think Reloaded is a good, it's not a bad sequel, but a lot of pace issues up and down. A lot of drag, but this is more concise, more sort of straight to the point. This film's over 2 hours long. It's one of those films like it's over 2 hours long, but it's so long. The drag. I think my issue with Reloaded is it drags. But whereas Revolution it feels like straight to the point. We know what I want. Someone's reading something. Anyways, not bad sequel. I'm tempted to give it, yeah, 7 out of 10. 3 stars out of 5. Not a bad ending to the trilogy. I also have issues with the Matrix. There are a lot of puzzles in the Matrix films. I don't understand why the Matrix is artificial stimulated reality. Why if you die in the Matrix world, you die in the real world. Instead of just having like a coma, if you believe the mind, if your mind makes the Matrix real, the Matrix must be real. If you know what I mean? Because and also Goku and Smith and you find out later on if anyways, a lot of stuff I need to use can go up the Matrix philosophy and how Neo is like superhero now. He has powers. And about the power, he can see, but start being blind, and he can control machines. He can telepathy, telekinesis, and these. I know he gets and I don't know. But anyways, the Matrix Revelation is not bad ending to a trilogy. I've got a lot of. It's more. It's not the rest of this film. There's a lot of franchise plot devices, holes I need to I can go over. But like I said, not by the end of the trilogy. It should have ended now. Resurrection was unnecessary. I was so annoyed when Resurrections comes out, how disappointing that film was. It made no sense. Especially Neil and Trinity being resurrected from the dead. And then Trinity also being the one as well. Wow. Anyway, this is a good ending to the trilogy. No needed. I'm happy the franchise ending it as it is, but unfortunately, you had to do Resurrection. One of us had to do Resurrection because of the money made. Didn't make as much as the second one, was still a box office success nonetheless. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Adios, amigos. Everything has a beginning, has an end. And this should have been the end of the franchise. This should have been the end of the franchise. Everything has a beginning, has an end. The film tagline perfectly sums up how the movie should have been. The ending of the Matrix trilogy. No more. The Matrix should have been a trilogy, not four, not a quadrilogy, or five. Now it's gonna be a fifth one coming out in the next couple of years. Everything has a beginning, has an end. And that should have. And the ending, the final fight between Smith and Neil, that's how the fight should have ended. Neil sacrificed himself like Jesus Christ. Oracle and you know set the truce between the Oracle and the architect. The machines and humans are living in peace now. That should how the fight should have ended. Revolutions, no more. But not meant to be. Not meant to be. Take care. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.